What's up guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 112 of Let's Build a City. Today we're building a modern Chick-fil-A. So, yeah. Let's build a modern Chick-fil-A.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern Chick-fil-A for all of your city building needs. Here is the amount of space required to make your build. Here are all of the materials.
Alright, let's grab the materials. So we need white, black, grey, black glass pane, smooth stone, lime, green terracotta, lime, green terracotta. Azure bluettes.
So you will need to make your build. Please to make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. Step 1, come all the way over to the front left hand corner of your grid, if you've made it, and count to the right 1, 2, 3, and then inwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Begin by placing 5 white concrete going right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, and then place 2 more white concrete, 1, 2. Leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, and then place 2 more white concrete, that'll be 1 and 2. Stick a black concrete on the end and extend it 1 row towards you. Extend the black concrete upwards by 8 rows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We then want to drop back down, leave a gap of 2, so 1, 2, and then we want to have another row parallel to the first, same size. We can then extend these rows backwards as well, so just add an additional row of black concrete just behind first, same size. We can then extend these rows backwards as well, so just add an additional row of black concrete just behind. And then on the right of the back row of the right side, we want to place a row of 3 grey concrete, so 1, 2, 3. Stick a black concrete on the end. It's ever so slightly wrong actually, but extend that black concrete forwards and then extend up just the 1 black concrete, so we only want that first row. You see, we don't actually want to have a double row here, so we can get rid of that first initial black concrete, and we want to take the top of the black concrete area and extend it backwards by 15 rows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we can extend all the way down to the ground. Should take just a moment. Then we want to come back up. We want to have a double row, so just an additional row of black concrete just underneath. Then, inside this entire area, we want to have 2 rows of grey concrete. So this is 2 rows of grey concrete up the left side, and inside the right side as well, towards the back of the store. So just literally just inside the black concrete area. We also want to have 2 rows of grey concrete at the top. So you can see we're just sort of framing this area a little bit. Then, I think it's appropriate to do this, but we might have to alter this when we come back. But we want to add 2 rows of white concrete inside of the left and right sides of the grey concrete area. We want to join them together at the top. We then want to leave a gap of 2, so 1, 2, and 1, 2 on both sides. And then we want to split split this area in two like this. Place black concrete at the bottom. Place black stained glass paint on the left sides of these areas and extend a glass over across the top. So what we then want to do is take the white concrete area and extend it one row towards us. So we want a 3D effect, and what this is basically going to be is either a pay window for a drive-through and then a collection window, or, you know, just two of the same. So this is what we want to have right now. It's looking pretty good, I think. So something else that we can do whilst we're at it is we can mark out where we're going to be placing some polished blackstone slabs. We want polished blackstone slabs pretty much on the inside of the two windows, however just half a row above like this. We'll then leave gaps of 2, so 1, 2, and then another slab, and 1, 2, and another slab. Now, these slabs are going to get extended outwards. I think it's by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that it extends pretty much just one row over the boundary, but it's in the air, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we take the third blocks and join them together, kind of makes this pretty cool like overhang. It just looks like a modern sort of pagoda, or modern sort of like I don't know what to call it, but you know, it just kind of like keep the rain off. It's just kind of like a cool structure. And anyway, we want to join the corners of the areas together, so you'll be able to see where they intersect on the left and right sides. I just want to join that together like this, and it just makes like a pretty pleasing looking area, honestly. So whilst we're at, I don't know why, we're kind of doing weird things at the moment. So at the front of the build, I want to destroy in between this these two rows of black concrete here, and I want to place green terracotta. I then want to place 3 rows of azure bluettes in front, and then I want to destroy another row, and I want to place lime terracotta in there. Around this, I'm going to dig this out and place smooth stone, preferably without destroying too much of what I just made. Like a bull in a china shop, I'm destroying absolutely everything. So, there we go, perfect. That's not too bad. So, I'm also going to extend the smooth stone area towards us, like this. And in addition to that, I'm also going to take the... quite honestly, I mean, you can take the rest of the area here just in front, and we're just going to kind of like carve this out, and we're going to turn it into smooth stone. So there's quite a few things that we do have to do out front here. We should really consider continuing the structure of the build, but there was just something about this that was like, I just want to do this part right now, so we're just digging all of this out and replacing it with smooth stone. There's going to be an outside eating area here, but you could equally so add a car bar. You could even add one out of the back as well, perhaps connecting to the drive-through in some sort of fashion. I've decided not to add one because this is a modern Chick-fil-A, and modern problems require modern solutions, like not having not having car parking spaces. So, you could even add one out of the back as well, perhaps connecting to the drive-through in some sort of fashion. I've decided not to add one because this is a modern Chick-fil-A, and modern problems require modern solutions, like not having car parking spaces. So, on the end here, we'll also have a couple of smooth stone just on the corner, because we will then, because the idea of this is a path, right? There's going to be a wall. The wall is in line with where we have this lime terracotta. It leaves a gap of 2 pretty much everywhere. The wall also starts where the white concrete starts. So if you can imagine, 2 rows away, starts parallel to that white concrete. The wall, made out of white concrete itself, extends all the way over to the left. And it'll actually extend pretty much all the way back for the most part. We'll just extend it back a good amount. We don't have to do the whole thing at the moment. There's also a wall on the right side of the build, so it'll extend all the way from the back, all the way across the back, and that's it. That's the end of the sentence, all the way across the back. And once again, I don't know why we are focusing just on random aspects of the outside, but that's okay. We're kind of mixing it up a little bit. So, let us actually get back to the building itself. Let's take the grey concrete that we have on the front of the building, let's extend them upwards. The grey concretes that are specifically in the larger area want to raise up and get extended up to the top, even and level with the black concrete. However, this is the entrance, this little 2-block area. We can have some glass, 1, 2, 3, like this, extend it over across the top to the left, that's a doorway. Place grey concrete above, and extend it upwards until it is 1 row away from the top, like this. Why is this all relevant? I want to extend the black concrete that we have, the 3 rows, the top of the 3 rows I should say, want to get extended back, and they all want to end up joining down in the same place on the back. So we want to extend them back, and we want to create pretty much the equivalent of the front. On the back here there are some windows though. So the windows are pretty much either side of this middle beam of black concrete. They're 3 rows high and they're made out of glass. 1, 2, it's so hard, hang on, 2, 3, hand-eye coordination, not doing great. 1, 2, 3, perfect. So you can see we've got the 2 rows of 3 glass. To which we can then place grey concrete on the sides and above, like this. And we will give it something to connect on to a little bit later on. But this row here, that's as high as it goes, just inside the black concrete. This row here, as you guys know, comes wrong, but this row here, that's as high as it goes, just inside the black concrete. This row here, as you guys know, comes all the way up to the top, and it joins forwards like this. So basically, very equivalent to the front, and the exact same thing here. The restaurant has a false ceiling, so it's kind of irrelevant, like how high, like, oh, that one's higher, so it'll look weird from the inside. No, we're actually going to equalize everything a little bit later on. What else do we have to do? So we have to make the it's kind of the eating area of the restaurant. So inside of this row of black here, and I think that I want to say that we add another, yeah, we add another row of black on the inside here, coming all the way up to the top. So it's the same as the front, which then allows us to place the same configuration of windows that we have on the back that we have on the front. So 2 white concrete, gap of 2. 2 white concrete, gap of 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. Then, on the side of your Chick-fil-A, we have an additional entrance. That's actually just right here, so we're going to leave a gap. We can even destroy that to mark it out. Leave a gap, white concrete. Gap of 2, white concrete. Gap of 2, white concrete. Gap of 2, 2 white concrete, like this. Then, all of the white concretes need to be 5 rows high in total. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can if you like, you can extend the top across, and you can join it to the corners, but we're going to have to mark out the windows a little bit better. So, all the top, extended across like this. Down here. We can also, of course, join up all of the white concretes, because they're going to be the space in between the windows. But everywhere else, there's glass, and in some cases a door. So we just don't want to really encroach on that space. So here, perfect. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to limit the size of the window, encroach on that space. So here, perfect. So, the next thing that we want to do is we want to limit the size of the windows by making them only 3 rows high, and place white concrete underneath where the windows are going to be. So everywhere that you have windows, we're going to destroy underneath and add a row at top. So add a row at top. That's what that just sounded like in my head. So this is where the door is going to be for the side here. If you want, you can add glass above it. I'm quite happy just having a door that kind of stands out. So destroy underneath the windows and then above. And then we can proceed now to kind of fill them all in. So we're making very, very good progress on this build, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting to the point where everything complicated outside is done. So we're just ignoring the door area for now because we have to fill underneath it anyway. So all of the complicated parts of the outside are done. The inside isn't too tricky either. It's actually quite simple. It is very, very modern feeling. It's one of my favourite interiors because it's actually incredibly simple, but it just looks good, in my opinion. So now that we've kind of like laid out all of that, I mean, you can see that most of the structure of the building is complete now. And I just think it looks great. So I'm going to destroy what will be the actual driving area for the drive-thru. I would recommend just destroying 3 rows, 3 immediate rows. I'll say that, 3 immediate rows around Chick-fil-A. So I wouldn't destroy in between the windows where we have the grass. I also wouldn't destroy the row of grass that we have at the back here. So that little white concrete there that can go. Because I'm going to be placing hedge there. Simple as that. Some hedge, some flowers, a slightly away. Maybe even a little bit of a pathway around the back of those windows. Probably not. Because there's not really a function to this. It'd be a little bit weird, really. If just outside the windows, right at the back, where the drive-thru windows are, it'd be a little bit weird if there was just a path that people could kind of just watch you eat from the outside around the back of those windows. Probably not, because there's not really a function to this. It'd be a little bit weird, really. If just outside the windows, right at the back, where the drive-thru windows are, it'd be a little bit weird if there was just a path that people could kind of just watch you eat from the outside, just staring in. A little bit strange, so we probably won't do that. But there is a path that the wall as far as here, and then we're going to use smooth stone to destroy a couple of rows here. There is a path that the wall can come as far as here. And then we're going to use smooth stone to destroy a couple of rows here. Leads all the way up to the drive-thru. A couple of rows of smooth stone. Easy peasy. So you can, again, this is what we were just talking about. You could turn this into just a path. Or I think the more logical thing is to plant flowers. So just all along the way here. I think that we're getting to the point now where we should start grabbing some different stuff just to kind of finish what we have. Chains, lanterns. Hedge. Let's start with that actually. So, hedge, I'm just going to place along the back like this. You could even extend up this back wall an additional row, because then it kind of makes the hedge stand out a little bit more. Because it's a different height, it just looks a bit better in my opinion. The chain, and also the leaves that we've got here, because it's a different height, it just looks a bit better in my opinion. The chain, and also the leaves that we've got here. And it might also make sense, like where the windows are, the actual windows associated with the drive-thru, you can probably grey concrete those. But the areas on the left and right is what I was more concerned with, where I'm just going to be placing leaves. I want to hang a couple of lanterns off of the pagoda overhang thing. So this is just going to be one chain, one lantern on the ends. It's quite logical where you place them. Can you place a lantern like on a... I didn't know that. So what, can you place lanterns like hanging off? Huh, I did not know that. How about that? So you learn something new every day. So you could create some string lights. That's actually quite cool. So I just want the lanterns hanging off in those positions. The only thing that we've really got to do now is the outdoor seating. So the outdoor seating is relatively easy to make. We need white concrete. So I just want the lanterns hanging off in those positions. The only thing that we've really got to do now is the outdoor seating. So the outdoor seating is relatively easy to make. We need white concrete, polished black stone stairs, oak trapdoors, and rods. Flower pots, yellow candle, red candle. We might also need some string, but we might also be able to avoid it. And then I think we just need red carpet and white carpet. Okay, so we're doing two tables. The first table is in between the two windows on the front of the building. Leave a gap of 1, place a 2x2 square of white concrete with polished black stone stairs on either side. We're going to place oak trapdoors on the sides of these stairs, like this, just to make it look a little bit better. On any corner of the table, doesn't matter which, shall we go for the front right corner? We're going to place an end rod, and then a flower pot and a collection of candles on the other. On top of the end rod, white carpet. On top of the flower pot, red. And then we're going to alternate. So, yep, on top of candles you can just place carpet. And there we go. It's just a little table with a little bit of an umbrella. If we leave a gap of 1 going left, we want the exact same table setup. So, you can probably vary the pots and the saucers. I'd keep the umbrella in the same place. 1 going left, we want the exact same table setup. So, you can probably vary the pots and the saucers. I'd keep the umbrella in the same place though. So I'd place it in the front right corner, and then why not just place these? So the candles can literally be candles, or you can imagine them to be condiments. So, you know, ketchup, mustard, that sort of stuff, if you like. And there you go. It's pretty simple, but I think rather effective. Something that I'm not sure if I like, let's throw it at you. Polished black stone slab across the top of this window section. So it's literally across the top half. I'll leave a gap on the left and right. You could join it. You could wrap it around. So you could join it together. You could wrap it around. It could go all the way around the side of the restaurant. You could even stop above the door. Better or worse? I don't know. I'm not sure I like it, so I'm going to get rid of it. But it is an option, so you could have it in any one of those 3 configurations if you wanted to. I think I prefer it plain though. I might experiment a bit later because we don't have the Lincoln banners at the moment, but we will be writing Chick-fil-A across here. So what do we want to do next? We've got to move inside. There's 2 huge things to do inside. We need light grey concrete and quartz blocks. So what do we want to do next? We've got to move inside. There's 2 huge things to do inside. We need light grey concrete and quartz blocks. So, we'll start with the floor whilst it's still bright in here. We also have to, not only in here, we'll also need to have like black concrete, white concrete and grey concrete. We've got to smooth out some walls. Oh, there's also a door. We don't have a door. Did I not grab a door? I was sure that I grabbed one. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We'll grab one. So, the floor, I'm going to make quartz bricks. My new favourite material, especially in modern builds, it's just the perfect one. Quartz, I love that particular shade of white. Like, I don't know whether you can call it like a brilliant white, where it's very, very white. And it just, I mean, the black, white, and grey, I mean, what gets more modern than that? Perfect. We've even got a little bit of oak in here as well, as you'll see a little bit later. And we also have some red concrete to add a splash of colour. It's perfect. I really like it. And not only do we have the brilliant, I'll call it a brilliant white, although I might be misclassifying it. I went out the window. good job I can fly. And not only do we have the brilliant, I'll call it brilliant white, although I might be misclassified. No, I went out the window. Good job I can fly. Not only is it like a nice shade of white, and it contrasts nicely against the white concrete and the other colours, but more so against the other white that we've used. But it's just got a nice texture. I just like it. I think it looks good. It's not like the texture's not perfect. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's not symmetrical. The texture. It is when you stack it against other things, obviously, but there's just something about it. It just, I don't know. It goes together. I really like it anyway. So now that we've done that, the ceiling is going to be light grey concrete. So when I said earlier we were equalising things, this is what I meant. It's quite easy to place the ceiling. It goes exactly at the top of the white concrete area. So there's no ifs, ands or buts or guessing or anything like that. It literally, it's right up at the top. And it spans the entire, I'm probably going to be reaching the back soon, probably within, yep, I already hit an alcove. So, let's start from the other side, so stick that there. But you can see what I mean, hopefully, about, I've got space, yeah, actually I have. So, we're going to have to, now that the ceiling's in on the inside, connect this grey concrete down here that's on the side, because we don't want this exposed, we want this to look nice. There we go, that's perfect. And now we can, and this is looking really good. I mean, all that's missing is the sign on the front, and it will just be perfection. So the next thing that we're going to do inside here is just in between these windows, probably, I think black concrete might be the answer to this. That looks good, it looks nice and symmetrical. Inside here, I mean, it's actually, I don't think we have to smooth out any walls. I think that we've done quite a good job as we went along. So let's make the actual serving area. Where we have this black concrete here, extend it outwards by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Extend it all the way over to the left, leaving a gap of 2. What else can we do in here? So we do have a good amount of the structure and some of the seating that we can make. We need oak planks, red concrete, white concrete, black stained glass pane, polished black stone stairs, end rods, light grey concrete, terracotta. And lime terracotta. So, at the back of the build here, where we have the windows, so the left set of windows and the right set of windows, we want to leave a gap of, let's make sure this is correct, a gap of 3, 1, 2, 3, and on this fourth row, we want to have and the same applies to the front, we want to have a row of oak planks that extends up to the ceiling, like this. And in between them, opposite the middle window, we want a row of terracotta. So, just a single row of terracotta, by the way. We want to extend the oak, I almost call them concretes, the oak planks forwards by 6 rows using red concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to do this for each of them. It creates kind of a structure. It breaks up the limited colour palette that we have, and it adds a splash of colour. So, are those even? No, they're not. We can then extend down those red concretes using white concretes to hit the floor. Draw them together at the base. Glass pane in between. Easy peasy. We can then extend down those red concretes using white concretes to hit the floor. Draw them together at the base. Glass pane in between. Easy peasy. Now this might not look great as you look at it now, but honestly it does look really good once everything else is in. So we need to have tables. The tables I've designed to go either side of this oak area. They're going to be black stone stairs, end rods in front, black stone stairs behind, like this. And then light grey carpet for the table toppers. Easy as that. I'm not using any paintings in this build, or at least not for this portion. I think it's perfect. It just looks like a nice, clean little dining area. On the back here, we're going to have, on the backs of the oak planks, we're going to have just single tables. So, single tables, made in the same way, just miss off the opposite set of stairs, light grey concrete on top, easy, very nice. And that's pretty much the entire eating area. I love it, it's so simple, it's not clustered, it's not crowded, it's perfect, I don't know, I like it, it's not cluttered at all. So, what do we need to finish up? We'll need more stuff, but we will need oak leaves. Let me see what we need. Just let me have a look at my little plans here. I've used as well. So we need the quartz stairs. We need flower pots. We finish up. We'll need more stuff, but we will need oak leaves. Let me see what we need. Just let me have a look at my little plans here. I've used as well. So we need the quartz stairs. We need flower pots. Lanterns. We need the white concrete again. We need red concrete. We need the black stone stairs. And then that might be it, unless we grab some yellow candles and some flowers. And I mean, we do need the red carpet, but we're almost there, guys, honestly. So the purposes of these terracottas is to place a couple of rows of leaves on them. Perfect. Again, it's just about adding a little bit of colouring. That's all there is to it. What is the white concrete? The white concrete is kind of like an order board. The order board is basically, it's not parallel to the black concretes that we have here for the counter. It's up on the ceiling and one row behind. And it extends all the way to the right as well. So I'll probably knock one off the end here. So it can start level, but then it just kind of like sits in this space. I mean, can we extend one row and it's probably fine. The blackstone stairs go above here, where in between the windows essentially. Then I'm actually going to, I forgot about this, we're going to use oak trap doors to kind of create, I'm not sure if a splashback is the right term, but I just think I like how it looks. We need an upside down smooth quartz stair left of these two black concretes. 1, 2, 3 red concretes on top of each, 4 red concretes on top of each other, flare over that block to the right. On the 1, 2, 3 red concretes on top of the 4 red concretes on top of each other, flare over that block to the right. On the counter space, we just need a couple of smooth quartz stairs as tills, flare over that block to the right. On the counter space, we just need a couple of smooth quartz stairs as tills. That's it. Maybe make them a little bit closer so we'll have like pressure plate, gap, pressure plate. Or maybe we will have it on the end. And then on the till as well, just a little lantern to keep it a bit bright in here. A couple of flower pots, those could be drinks. And we could even have, just hidden in the back here, just a couple of condiments. What else do we want to have back here? Well, I think that we have actually exhausted our materials, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very sorry if we do kind of like come across any of these again. You know that I'm very forgetful, but... Oh! Red concrete. Oh! That we have actually exhausted our materials, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very sorry if we do kind of like come across any of these again. You know that I'm very forgetful, but... Oh! Red concrete. Oh! I don't know why that noise came out. So, red carpet, just going to place in front of the till area, and that's it. Let me just grab the remaining materials. I promise that we don't need very many of them. And then we can finish this build up. Okay, I think that I've managed to grab all of the materials that we will need to finish off this build. And we did have just one repeat material, but it's not even necessary. It's kind of like an optional one. So, what are we going to start off with? I want to place weight. Next to details. I don't know why, I just like it, okay? I just like the decoration. Along the top of this order board here, I just want to have a mix of paintings, preferably ones that sort of So I'm looking for. I mean, you could even have symbols like that. Again, do non-food looking painting. So, and again, and I mean, that doesn't not look like food. There we go, perfect. I was more looking for the carrot. I know it's not a carrot, it's actually a plant pot, believe it or not. I'm looking for the carrot painting. Who else thought it was a carrot, by the way? No? No! Yes, perfect. So, anyway, it's a little series of paintings with some... signs, perhaps a detailing, what may or may not be on offer is perfect. I'm quite happy to leave it rather ambiguous like this. So, where we have the cookers, or the ovens, or whatever you want to call it, the fryers, I'm just going to place a couple of smokers with detector rails on top of them. That's just below where we have these flashbacks and these stairs. Flower pot on top of this stair here, lever, boom, drinks machine. Left of this, couple of blocks of iron, buttons, classic freezer. Literally as classic as you can get for like the look of a freezer. All we got to do, and again keeping things simple, chest, loom, red banners, white dye, white banner, red dye. Chucking a chest on there, chucking a couple of chests, or maybe like 3 or so just back here. That's it. That's all I want for the inside, genuinely. Very, very happy with this. Very clean looking kitchen. Has pretty much everything that you might imagine. Obviously, we're not going too insane with the detail, but we're also missing the door. And this is the eating area. I genuinely love this. It's so simple. I love how simple it is. I love that it's not just got absolutely every single material in the sunburst in here. It just looks modern and clean. Minimalistic might be the word, but yeah, perfect. And that's it. Like, that's it for the... Honestly, except for the sign, that's the inside, this is the outside. However, we have the signs. So, you guys know how I feel about signs, don't you? So, not the movie's fine, but... Let's throw down a loom. Is Signs the movie too old now? Have you guys ever watched it? Well, it doesn't make the most sense. Anyway, so let's throw down the loom and let's make the banner. And for some reason, I feel the need to get the actual banner plans up here too. So pretty much all of these are made with red banners. I will introduce an option for you later, and it's pretty much all white dye. I don't think we need any red dye for these banners. So the first letter would be C. Vertical row on the left, horizontal on the top and the bottom. And I'm going to be flying through these banners, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know how to make letters by now, surely. So the next letter would be H. So vertical on the right, left, horizontal through the middle. If you don't know how to make banners, just slow the video down, guys. Honestly, letters are so easy. You'll pick it up, no problem. Next will be I. So that's a vertical row of white straight up the middle. Then we would have C again, but we're just going to reuse that.
Hold on. What?
A C banner, so you might have to make another one, it depends. Vertical row of white on the left. Diagonal rows of whites, both of them. Easy. Okay. Next would be F. So that's a vertical row on the left. Horizontal. Top. The middle. Boom. F. Next would be I again, but once again we're just gonna, use that banner again. So horizontal row across the bottom, vertical row of the left. Fortunately, we just don't quite have room, but the final letter that we're going to be needing is A. So vertical row on the left, right, horizontal through the top, middle. A. Now, you might want to have the dashes. So the dashes are made using a white banner, red dye in there, and perfect, that's actually what we need as well. The horizontal row of red through the middle, get rid of the red dye, throw white in there, border around it, Now, let's have a look. It actually looks like an O. Like, it sort of looks like an O, or like an I with an eye-like closed end. Anyway, so Chick-fil-A. Start at the top of the building here on the left, a gap of 1, C, H, I, C, K. There'd be a gap here, F, I, L. There'd be a gap here, and then, oh my bad, yeah, it does go there, A. Now I quite like it like that, but you might prefer. It actually looks weird like that, doesn't it? I don't like that. Maybe if we use the red banner with the white, that might look a little bit better. Let's try this. Maybe it was a stupid idea trying to inverse the banners. It wouldn't be the first stupid idea that I've had. Hang on. So this here. But it just reminds me of like a no entry sign. So. Like that, my reaction to that is like, it's up to you. Feel free. If you want that, then you can. If you don't, then don't. I prefer it without it, quite honestly. Then that's the build, ladies and gentlemen. Let me clean up and we'll take a look. So this is what you that, then you can. If you don't, then don't. I prefer it without it, quite honestly. And that's the build, ladies and gentlemen. Let me clean up and we'll take a look. So this is what your modern Chick-fil-A will look like once it has been 100% fully completed.
I have finished a modern Chick-fil-A. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me building a modern Chick-fil-A. If you did guys enjoy this video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video from me. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely day guys. Peace out.